Morning. What the heck? The pen is broke. Good morning. How is everybody? Oh, my neck is killing me. Oh, there goes my phone. Oh well. I'll just hold it for the time being. I think I'm gonna get myself together. Why is this one weird and moving? I need to glue it back down. Hello. Awesome. Days off are good. I do not miss working. I do, but I don't. I feel like your life is just working and working and working. That's what it feels like. You don't got nothing. Next week what? I need to pay the bills and then go and pull my money off my card, which I usually call cashing a check. It's what I usually call cashing a check, is going and pulling my money off my card. That's what I usually call it, going and cashing my check. I still have to go to Walmart and have them pull all my money off my card, because if I leave it on my card, then I get random charges from random shit that I don't know what it is, and then my money gets spent on shit that I don't want it to spend on. So what I do is I pay my bills with my card, and then I go and pull all the money off. Cashing my check is what I call it. You know what I find really annoying is that, again, I don't know how many times I have to explain it, but I feel like people listen to misunderstand me, not to understand. They misunderstand me on purpose. So, misunderstand me if you want. I don't care. Also, if you're going to unfollow me, it's fine. I don't have a problem with it. But please take my follow back. You don't want to follow me anymore. That's perfectly fine. But at least take my follow too. Because the only reason I'm following usually is because you're following me. Right. So, it's only fair that if you take your follow, to take mine as well. I'm asking nicely. I'm being respectful. The least you can do. I will say that I was watching other people watching my live last night, and I genuinely appreciated that it was understood what I was saying, and understood what I meant. I felt really validated in that moment, to be fair. Hello, regardless of who it's from. And that's surprising, I guess, coming from who it is, considering the fact that they hate my guts, but I'm so sick, dude. I have green mucus, and my throat hurts so bad. So bad. Oh, and I need to call. Shit, that's what I need to do. Hold on. Alright, sorry. I had to call my Suboxone clinic because still they haven't called in my script, and I'm waiting on a prior authorization, and it still hasn't gone through. So I did want to come and say hello and let everybody know I was fine, and that I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a good Friday and a good weekend. I'll probably be on at some point later today after I get back from the store or whatever. And I think that's it. I'm so tired. I was up too late last night. Ugh. Goodness me. I was up way too late last night. Thank you for the follow. I need to put my glue on in the corner here because it's driving me nuts. And the fact that this one hair is like weird. I guess it probably wouldn't look weird if it was in the right place. I got stuck on a train, or by a train on the way to go get gas, and the train wasn't even moving. It was like stuck on the tracks. So I wonder if it got derailed or something. We're gonna have to fix it. I had to go around and go a different way. I feel like junk. I hate being sick. I should have known I was gonna get sick when Gabriel had green out his nose. Again, for anybody that missed it, I don't have an issue with you unfollowing me, but please just take my follow too. Like, it's just respectful. If I unfollow somebody, I'm taking my follow back, you know? What else? Oh, someone had messaged me actually because they saw, I guess, a live yesterday in which it was said that no one told me things because they knew that I would tell people, which is weird because you were mad at me for not telling you things. Interesting. But that's how it works. It's always hypocrisy. It's always you're wrong, I'm right, and I just don't care anymore. I just don't care. All I can do is... Oh, something else that I seen was that I was supposed to, as a Christian, help pull in non-believers. And I want to say I saw It's Me Jen say, do you remember when you were a baby Christian and not at a place where you could bring in non-believers? And I can't say that, like, I am a baby Christian, I guess, but I am very new to it recently. Like, I learned things as a child, things that I forgot, and I did get saved as a child, but obviously that's the kind of thing that you have to keep up with. And that's fine, Tabby. I don't have a problem with anybody watching anybody else. As long as you don't say anything bad or disrespectful towards me, I have no reason to have an issue. I don't want anybody to pick sides or whatever. I feel like people should choose to be neutral, because really this is something that should have stayed in our friend group but didn't. So It is what it is. So I'm going to explain that as an adult, this is me newly getting back into my faith, okay? This is me newly reading the Bible again, and this is a whole new thing for me, because as an adult, I did not have a relationship with God. Like, I did, but I didn't. God had me, waited for me to be at a place where I was able to receive him, right? And that's what God does. God waits for us to be at a place where we are able to receive him and listen to what he is trying to tell us. And again, he has always protected me and guided me, but I just didn't listen. And that also is like another reason why I asked God to come back into my heart and start it all over again. I am very, very new to this, like, meaning in as an adult. Like, as a child, I was raised up in it, but doesn't mean that I actively, as an adult, have seeked God out, because I haven't. I've been a very lukewarm believer. Like, I believed in God, I just didn't practice. I believed in God, but I continued to sin and wanted to do what I wanted to do. I made myself an idol. I worshiped myself and what I wanted to do. And that's not what you're supposed to do as a Christian, or as somebody who believes in God or follows God. I didn't do it. I didn't choose to do that. I chose to sin and pick earthly, worldly things over God. And I'm trying to do different and be different. And me being new to it, like, how is it that I'm supposed to make someone else believe when I'm new? Like, I absolutely, like, appreciated Jenny at least even saying that, being like, well, when you were a baby Christian, were you at a place to bring in non-believers? Like, because you're not at a place where you can preach at someone else, or tell someone else about your whatever. I can tell my testimony about how God has done miracles in my life, how God has saved me time and time again, but doesn't mean that I'm at a place where I can convince somebody to follow God, especially when they are so angry with him. So many of them are angry with him, and I understand it, but I am not at a place where I can make you believe. And to be fair, they don't want to. Like, why would I try when they don't want to? That would be wrong of me to push my beliefs on someone else. Hence why I said, like, this walk with God is mine and mine alone, and I don't expect anybody else to change or do differently, or feel that they should do what I do, because I am the one choosing it. Like, and I understand why a lot of them are angry with God, and I have no answers for them. So I am not going to try and convince someone else to follow God when I'm not at a place where I can do that. So again, you can sit and criticize me about my walk with God all you want. Like, it literally says in the Bible that we're not to judge each other, because we're not the judges. He is. He's the one who gets to judge us. None of us are perfect. All of us sin. We are born into sin. None of us are better than the other. Jesus says the murderer's sin is no different from someone who idolizes, or someone who murders is no different from someone who what's an example? Um, as someone who commits adultery, it's the same kind of sin. Everybody sins. Nobody's sin is stronger than the other, higher than the other, lower than the other. If you sin, you're a sinner. There's no if and buts about it. There's no difference. So none of us are better than the other. None of us have a right or uh, anything to judge. We all sin. All of us. No one is free from sin. Like, hence why he died for our sins. Like, I am not at a place where I feel comfortable trying to convert anyone. If they don't believe, that's their decision. That's their right. So you can sit and claim that you're holier than thou, the person who made the post, and claim that you, I very highly suggest that you don't do XYZ. Well, who are you, first of all, to tell me what to do or to judge what I do? You're supposed to be a Christian person too, right? Right. So again, no one's sin is different from the others. And no one said that anybody was a demon. That's not what I said. What I said is there, by me following God, is that it has agitated demons in other people, meaning jealousy, envy, disgust, whatever it is, the bad negative emotions that people feel towards me are demons. What do you guys think they are? Because that's what I think they are. I think they are the devil in your ear trying to convince you that something is true when it's not. And also, again, in addiction, they teach us that our brain isn't trustworthy, that our thinking isn't trustworthy. So again, like, I believe what I believe, and who are you to judge me? Hello? And I have apologized to Amelia, I have apologized to Kelly, and I have apologized to Yoda. And really, I felt bad because I never intended to hurt any of them. Now, I wasn't going to apologize again for something that I didn't do. I didn't do anything wrong. Me choosing to go live in a time where I was hurting, it should not be a problem. Yes, you don't have to agree, but it shouldn't have turned in what it turned into. The problem is, the reason why it turned into what it turned into is because there's been animosity and tension and walls since I decided that I was going to follow God. So people can pretend all they want, but they said it out their own mouths. I absolutely even apologized to Melissa when she felt like my live about God was directed at her in any type of way. That was not my intention. I apologized. But I can't take accountability. I've apologized every single time someone has brought something to my attention and tried to do differently. But I can't take accountability. So it's not about who's right, who's wrong. It's about what it really boils down to is if you follow certain people, you just go with the whole crowd. Nobody has the balls to stand up and say this is wrong. Nobody does. Now, I seen somebody else do it last night, but they're not part of that whole thing. They're not part of it. So, of course, they have their own platforms and their own, feelings on it, and they have the balls to say something. Right? And it may be for a negative reason, and it may be for their own self whatever to boost their stories or whatever. It may be that. But regardless, I don't care. I just want people to understand. That's it. That's it. Hello. My walk with God was not an attack at anybody else. I wasn't trying to say that anybody else should do better or that I'm better than anyone else. Like, I absolutely am a sinner. I am no better than anyone else. I fall into drama as well. I have in the past a lot. I'm trying to do differently. I'm trying not to do it. Yesterday, what was an exception, and just because I had to say the truth, like, but I don't have to keep doing it, and I'm not going to. I didn't watch them at all yesterday. I have no interest in what they said. I don't care. That's why I watched someone else and wanted to see what someone else's perspective was on it, because I would like to know. I would like to know what other people think outside of this group. I would like to know what other people think outside of biases and loyalty. I know, Lindsay. I know that. God never has. He sat and waited for me. He sat and waited for me, waited until I was ready to hear him. He was ready. He was sitting and waiting and ready for me to give him the chance, to give him the time of day, to listen to what he was trying to tell me, because he has been for a long time trying to give me discernment, and I have chose not to listen to my intuition and listen to what he was trying to tell me. And once I decided to walk with him, I decided to start listening to what he was telling me, the red flags he was giving me, the things that he was telling me that was going on, that I knew was going on. I didn't need him to even tell me, because my intuition told me everything. The way I was treated and the way that people reacted to when I would come into the lives or into calls. Like, I could see it. I could feel it. I'm not dumb. I may have autism, and it may take me a while to get social cues, but far from it. God knows that I love him with my whole heart, and I always have. I just haven't always listened. And I'm going to say that the reason why I have no interest in fixing it or rebuilding it or even looking back is because he showed me this more than once, and I ignored him every other time. I forgive, but I don't have to allow people back around me. What I do know is I prayed that God would give me peace about this, because I sat and I cried and I felt like I wanted to throw up for days. And I honestly was distraught. And I asked him to give me peace, and he did. And I have peace over it. I have no interest in worrying about it. I know, Mandy. I know. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. I know you do. Oh, there goes my lash. I need to glue it back on. It's all this crying I've been doing. I was in the car the other day and was listening to that Trey from Next Door song. And he basically, it's the song about how everybody else, when everybody else leaves, like, he's still here with me. And like, I was so heartbroken. I asked him to give me peace, and I have peace. And my brother asked me last night, like, you know, are you upset? Or like, are you sad? Or like, whatever. And I said, no. Like, I asked God to give me peace, and I feel better. Like, I feel so much better about it. I have peace knowing that I didn't do anything wrong. I have peace in knowing that I obeyed God's commands, and I obeyed his discernment, and I obeyed what he showed me. I have peace in that. Now, I'm sure he's probably not happy that I went live yesterday and was part of drama again, because that's not what I want. But we all fall short. Yeah, I'm alright, Brent. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate that. Listen, I'm excited because it's starting to get warm outside. I can plant flowers and do my roses. I would like to spend more time outside and this weekend, I think Gabriel's going to stay home and I'm going to take him to House of Japan and to get a toy and just to do something with him because I haven't in a while. And plus his birthday is coming up. And I would like to, just do something nice for him. See, Gabriel's birthday was supposed to be 4/20, but his birthday is 3/16. And I've explained this story, but that John 3:16 is the verse talking about like God loved us so much that he gave his one and only son for our sins. And it kind of makes sense now that Gabriel was born on 3/16/16, and I named him Gabriel Michael, and at the time I wasn't even close with God, didn't even know why I was naming him that. I mean, my reasoning was that that's, God's strongest angels, but I wasn't even really close with God then. And he's my one and only son. Goodness me. I feel like crap. Gabriel had like green snot. Well, I'm proud of you, Mandy. That's awesome. I get that. I get that. Hello. How are you, Miss Lucky? So, I started feeling like I should probably take all these pictures down of Marilyn Monroe. Good morning. Because I'm not at a place anymore in my life where, thank you. I'm not at a place anymore where, like, that's what I want all over the house, right? Like, I did appreciate her, but she's not my idol, you know? And I feel very much like it's an idol that I feel guilty over. And it's these kind of convictions that are why I've been changing my life. I took him down in my room because I started to feel that way when I was upstairs because I spend a lot of time in my room. And I think these ones are going to come down. I think I'm going to print as many pictures as I can, and I am going to see if um, we can get like the nose ring out. It would help. Which one? This one? Um, I think I'm gonna try and schedule like an appointment to go to like Penny's or something to get me and Gabriel's pictures done because I haven't had pictures done with him since he was a baby, like a baby, because it's so hard to get him to do pictures. But I think he's old enough now, like that we could try again. Okay. I definitely will pay attention to it and make sure I clean it very well. Um, and then put pictures of us all over the place, you know? Because I would much rather see my kid and me and my brothers and my family rather than seeing somebody who is known for Playboy and passing away too soon, you know? I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Listen, the one that I have over here is a huge one, and like I'm gonna be really sad to take it down. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Maybe I'll sell them. I don't know. It's gigantic. It's oh wait, you can't see it. There it is. It's huge. I appreciate that. Right, that's another thing. I don't know. I feel conviction in my heart to not have them all over. I feel like it's negativity and a demon that I don't want to bring in my home. Well, according to TikTok, no one's shit, so I'm sure I'll be accused of talking to the enemy next. That's all right. Ugh. I don't think anybody's shit. We're all born into sin. Because there's so many of her in my living room. Like there's more pictures of her than of anybody. Well, I think Gabriel probably has the same amount, but Gabriel's pictures are little. They're not huge. So, yeah, I can do that. Good morning. Listen, and it's funny because even Jeremy got me some for Christmas, and they're upstairs underneath my bed. And he had asked me, I don't know, forever ago, when I had started taking down the ones in the room, like what I was going to do with the ones that he got. And I was like, I don't know. And they're still up there. Yeah, I think so too, Mandy. I think so too. I think so too. My life has changed so much just in a very short period of time. And I did ask God to reveal these things to me. So I can't even be upset. He tried to show me these things already, and I ignored them. And I leaned on my own understanding when I know better. I know better. I feel responsible this time, and I feel stupid. And I think that's why I'm so angry. Because I feel stupid. I feel so stupid. What made me think that I would be any different from anyone else? What made me think that I was special? I would like to paint the walls. I don't think that they would care. They gotta paint them again anyway. Whenever I move. Whenever that is. It's not anytime soon. Let me say that. Since everybody thinks I'm getting kicked out of my house. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. Oh, well, good luck, Lena. I'm excited for you. A new car is exciting. Oh, shit. Thank you, Kim, for the bubble gum. Thank you. I appreciate that. My lashes are soaked. Goodness. Thank you, Kim. You don't have to do that. I appreciate it. Thank you, too sweet. Oh, I think I'm gonna get off here soon and go to the store. I appreciate it, Kim. Thank you, Britt. You're fine, Dee. Thank you, Kristen. Love you too. I'm trying. I know. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Good morning. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm alright. Trying to motivate myself to get my butt up. Maybe if I take a sub. Oh, they're upstairs, of course. I need to grab my shoes while I'm up there and my purse. Gotta pay all the bills and then go and get this money off my card. Cash my check, so I say. The kid's room needs clean too. I also have been cutting down on me smoking, which you guys know what I smoke, but I've been cutting down on it because I've noticed that it numbs my senses too much, and I can't. Thank you, Kim, for the confetti. It numbs my senses too much, so I can't hear God when I'm smoking, and it's something that I don't like. Thank you guys for the harmies. Girl, I have dishes. I gotta clean my room. I gotta clean Gabriel's room. Like, I have so much cleaning to do, too. I dusted yesterday, and the duster was disgusting afterwards. I've been in my feelings, dude. I don't ever let my stuff pile up. Thank you, Kim. Look how cute. Look at the butterflies. What did I come up here for? Oh, my purse. It was. Thank you. Let me throw this crap away. Oh, and my shoes. Yeah. I need my shoes too. I called and left a message or not a message. I called and told him that I needed him to call me in a refill. It's not even really a refill, but they only gave me a week's worth of medicine. I don't know what they thought. I do need to take my medicine though. Gabriel needs a haircut this weekend. I'm gonna have to do that at some point. I wonder if he would sit for a haircut by someone else. I usually do it because he won't sit through it. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna take... Oh, my watch is about dead. Charge for a second. I need to charge my headphones too, so I could listen to stuff later. Where did I put them? Hello? There they are. I need scissors. I got it stuck on my teeth last time. Let's try not to do that. My dang tongue ring is in the way. There we go. So, I am trying to find a church that I want to go to. I've been watching church on, like, an online, like, website. I've been watching different ones. I don't know where I want to go, because I don't know the difference. What's the difference between, like, a Baptist and Lutheran, and, like, what's the difference between all those? I don't know. Now, there's this church that my grandma used to teach at, like a Sunday school. She used to teach Sunday school at it, and it's still over there on Climb, but I don't know what kind of... That's a good idea, Corey. I don't know what kind of church it is now. I don't even know if there is still a church there. I haven't been there in so long, since I was a kid. So I don't even know if there's still a church there. Right. Non-denominational. I need to... Did I bring my eyelash glue upstairs? Or is it still downstairs? Don't know. I don't see it. Okay. I have to look. Yeah, I definitely need to glue my edges back down. Alright, I got my purse. I wanted to let my watch charge for a little bit before I left. So maybe I'll do that. Charge the watch. I need to pay my bills. I think I'm going to get off here and do that. Pay my bills real fast. And then get myself ready to leave and go to the store. And get my money off my card. Okay. I hope you have a good day as well, Miss Mandy. I hope you guys all have a good day. And continue to say a prayer for me, please. That I get a peace and understanding. And yeah. So I love y'all very, very much. Thank you, Miss Jana. And I'll probably see y'all later at some point.